Hello, I hope you're doing well. My name is Marcelo Norton. I'm a graduate student at St. Thomas University. Today is the final project, and I'm going to talk about the expansion proposal project of the MLB, the Major League Baseball. And the Major League Baseball plans to expand two additional markets after 2020. And the purpose of this assignment, this project, is to develop and present an expansion proposal for this market. On today's agenda, I'm going to talk about a little bit about the city of population, tourism, transportation, logistics, business climate, competition, and more stuff. So there was like several options of cities and markets for possible expansions. Among the options, there was Charlotte, Vegas, Mexico City, Montreal, Nashville, Portland, San Antonio, Vancouver, and the one that I chose was Las Vegas. And I'm sure all the cities have many reasons why I would choose to expand the MBL to there. But many factors have to be looked at before taking the final decision. That's why on this assignment, on this project, I'll be only talking about one city, Las Vegas. So expansion and franchise relocation are the only two ways for a city to obtain a Major League Baseball franchise. This analysis is focused on expanding through the choice of a city as the location for this expansion. This is the overview. So Las Vegas was chosen because this is a magical city that gets a huge number of tourists every day and makes the potential of the city really worth an expansion. With the tourism also comes an amazing financial potential of the city. Not only the city is big in tourism and it has a good business climate, no business income taxes, great facilities and transportation, among other things. Now, imagine having Vegas, one of the top world destinations, with MLB team. It will give MLB a huge publicity. Las Vegas has a unique potential to take baseball on another scale in terms of advertising. It's the possibility to make the baseball game a unique show, attracting tourists that goes to Vegas and increasing the visibility of the league, expanding the sports nationally and globally. So, if millions and millions of people go to Vegas every year, why do not explore the attention from these people? This sport may be not the main thing they are looking for, but this is the new option of the entertainment will get their attention somehow. Because it's a fact that even if you are not a hockey fan, the Vegas Golden Knights are impossible to ignore. Let's talk about a little bit about transportation logistics. By adding an MLB team in Vegas, you have great teams nearby, like LA Angels, Dodgers, San Diego Padres, San Francisco Giants, so it's a very good strategic location. First of all, MLB teams have a competitive schedule, so not only the distance between cities are important, but also transportation in general. The other important factor is the cities where the games will be played. Each team has an interest in that. It's fair to say that MLB teams want to make traveling to play something profitable, spending less and earning the more they can. Vegas is not the place you thought it would be because there is much more than just going to the nightclub. The glamorous appearance is just for movies and shows. Outside of that, it's an average city with homes, schools, and businesses. We also have public transportation to about anywhere you want in the city. In the state of Nevada, there are like Fortune 500 companies. Those companies buy a lot of tickets that they use for various actions, for encouraging the staff to give into customers, which is good for the team, plus they are potential sponsor to the team. Nevada is also known in business as being very business friendly as it comes to taxes. This tax strategy is used by the government to encourage the establishment of companies in the area, creating jobs for residents and increasing the offer for entertainment to tourists. In Vegas, there are no business income taxes, no person income taxes, no franchise taxes, no gift taxes, and limited taxes increasing altogether. All these measures have a huge financial impact on a company and open your business in Vegas. It's important to remember that Vegas as a tourist city sells a lot of things. The clothing market will be a strong point of this new team, selling everything like jersey, shirts, hats, gloves, pants, socks, and whatever the marketing staff created to put on the stores. There are only three major indoor stores, meaning in constructions. Las Vegas is a town with good attractions and definitely has its own particular culture, but it's not for everyone. And also the company would be potential sponsor of the team, from putting their brands on jersey, from investing their own MVP areas in the stadium, so people and supporters would associate the MLB team to the brand. So we can consider the market climate in this area very attractive to a new baseball franchising. The Golden Knight hockey team shows that they are way over what they expect. This hockey season, the Vegas Golden Knights became the 31st NHL team. The owner $500 million expansion fee to the league for the right to start a new franchise. This immediately made the middle of the pack value in the NHL. Hockey teams are less valuable overall than baseball teams and more bunched together. The most valuable team, the New York Rangers, was assessed at $1.5 billion, while the least valuable, the Arizona Coyotes, were worth $300 million. So if one hockey team represents that much, it's not hard to think about a new baseball franchise in that area. There are a lot of factors that determine a team's value, such as the stadium, arena situation, average attendance, and local media deal, but the biggest factor is almost always the market size. As I told you in the slide before, the NHL is getting big and bigger in Vegas, and it's not hard to think about like having a new franchise in that area, a new franchise of MLB. I think MLB should understand the game of baseball is too important in America, you know. What MLB has to do is to think baseball as being the primary goal and the growth of baseball in the world, not just the growth of individual franchise in the States. You gotta think about like worldwide. Vegas is within the top 40 media markets of our country. It was ranked 39 of 210 on the 2018 VMA by Nielsen. It's a competitive market, but it's not a competitor Charlotte, Nashville, San Antonio. For businesses, that means a lot of audience in all those cities. But it can also mean that in Charlotte, Nashville, and San Antonio is harder to earn a media cover than in Vegas. And financial is also means higher costs of everything from living to hiring people to work for them. The average hockey team is worth 94.65 for every person in their media market. This is an important number because it can predict an expected value for each team, which then shows how much more or less valuable the expansion Vegas Golden Knights are worth than their expected value. The count is very simple and easy to understand. Anything you put in Vegas sell itself. MLB franchises especially go over the expectation. Of course, a team has to exist first, so that expands of the decision for MLB. If it happens, another point has to be studied and carefully looked at. So a competitive team, you can have the best place to put the team. But if you don't have a team that supplies and satisfies the supporters, the chance of this franchise fails are huge. But if the team may do something never done before, they like get to the playoffs or even forward, the chance of these investments pays off are even bigger. So far, it's just a big if, and that is another point to be analyzed, that is the TV digital rights and how will it affect the other markets and how to find a solution for this problem. Because it's a fact, if you're not a hockey fan, the Vegas Golden Knights are impossible to ignore. An expansion team reaching the championship in an unprecedented accomplishment in any sports. No expansion team in baseball has even come close to the playoff, much less the World Series. Plus, there are also our residents of the area. There are potential supporters. But there are many other points to be considered to make an expansion something really profitable. So, I believe having an MLB franchise in Vegas would be the best option right now. Vega has a lot to attract and a lot of potential to offer what's the best for the sport. Analyzing some of the key factors for marketing by viability decision, we would found very favorable scenarios for the choice of Vegas as the city of the expansible MLB. Not only the city is big in tourism, as it has a good business climate, no business income tax, like we say before, great facilities and transportation, among other things. But despite that, Vegas has a unique potential to take baseball on another scale in terms of advertising. It's the possibility to make the baseball game a unique show, like bring people to watch the environment. So like it's a perfect environment, attracting tourists that goes to Vegas and increasing the visibility of the league, expanding the sports nationally and globally. So yeah, that's it. I'm very happy to do this project, to take this class. Like that was very important for me, like doing this project, because I already have my own business, bringing players from all other countries to United States to have a scholarship, and then I'm planning to have this business in other countries, in Brazil, Argentina. So for me, it was like a pleasure and a very good opportunity to talk about business, to talk about franchising, and to take this class. So baseball is not a sport that is in my country. It's from my country. I'm from Brazil. Brazil is more like about soccer, like other sports. But since baseball, it's not a big sport, a popular sport in Brazil, I have to search and I have to study a little bit more about the sports and about the business. And this brings me more knowledge, and I'm very happy to do this type of project and to talk about a little bit more about like a sports that I'm not like very known about it. So that's it. I hope you enjoy my presentation, the slides, uh, and my paper. And there have been like 8 great weeks, and really enjoy it. And thank you for the opportunity to take this class.